We all know that this community has had its difficulties with its representation the last year, and we're going to bring some integrity and some credibility back to the 13th Senatorial District in the name of Jose Peralta, and we thank you for supporting him tonight.
Thank you, Mike, very much. Thank you, Nella, for the warm introduction. The state of our state is in deep, deep trouble, as only witnessed over the last few days. And thankfully, they were able to come together and really help the state by passing an amended budget. That's not without its pain, and I recognize that. But it took a lot of courage, I think, for the governor to take the steps that he did to see that through in the legislature as well. But there were also some disappointing votes, not the least of which was the gay marriage vote that took place yesterday. We saw that was defeated, and unfortunately the senator from this district contributed to that defeat. We know that in Jose we'll have someone who's tried and true, someone who sticks to the principles that he's elected on, and someone who cares deeply not only about his own elective office, not only about his own family, but cares tremendously about this community, this neighborhood. He's been a legislator. He understands the legislative process. It's not like we have to teach him where things are. He knows when he gets back up there in Albany where it's at, but he's ready to hit the ground running and really representing the interest of this district the way it ought to be represented. I don't want to talk about anyone else who may run for this office. I just want to talk about the positive things that Jose Peralta brings to this ticket. He is someone that when we send to Albany, we're not going to be worrying about what he's doing. We know that his first and only goal is to represent the interest, the true interest of this community. And that is in his heart, that is in his soul. So Jose, this is a sampling of the Senator Jose Peralta. Before I do that, and I'm going to get another round of applause, I want to thank Freddie Ferrer for being here tonight as well.
Come on, Freddie.
Freddie Ferrer has been a great friend to this community, to this district. I remember walking the streets of Freddie a couple of years ago when he was running for mayor, just down this block, and the warmth that he received from this community was palpable. So it means a great deal to us, Freddie, to have you here tonight. It means more than you know. Your presence here tonight, we really appreciate that. But ladies and gentlemen, the next senator from the 13th Senatorial District, Jose Peralta.
I want to thank all of you for coming out tonight. And you know, it's a nice night, and there's a lot of events happening. But tonight you chose to be here. So from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you for coming out. As Joe said, this is probably going to be one of the most important races next year. I want to thank individuals that have started early on this campaign. Congressman Joe Crowley, someone who has led the Democratic Party down the right path. He is truly our leader. And when we talk about the Democratic Party, we talk about unity. We talk about democratic values. We talk about making sure that the community understands that Joe Crowley is someone who's going to provide the right message for the future of Queens. And that's why I'm so supportive of my county chair, of my leader, Congressman Joe Crowley. A big round of applause for him. I also want to thank Assemblyman Mike Gianaris. Mike has been truly, it's been a blessing to have Assemblyman Mike Gianaris on my side. From day one, he decided that he wanted to come on and he wanted to be helpful. Mike is an individual that any candidate would love to have on his side, because this guy, not only does he know a lot of people, but he knows important people. He knows the right type of people, the people that can come over here and deposit some checks, which is something very important for this
legitimate
race.
people.
Legitimate, yes, legitimate people. So I want to thank Assemblyman Mike Gianaris because he's truly been on my side since day one. So let's give him a round of applause. All of the district leaders that are here today, thank you so much for coming out and being so supportive. I know that the time has come so that everyone can stand together and everyone can be united because we're all on the same page. And Queens is going through a transformation. Queens is going through a metamorphosis where now the community is realizing that we need to move forward. We need to sort of get rid of what the past was. We need to come together as one. We need to make sure that those individuals in the past that have hurt the community are no longer representing the community. And that is a very strong message that we're sending today. And not only the individuals in the community are here sending that message, but individuals outside of the community. Someone who I've been I've admired since day one, since I've entered politics, someone who I've helped in his political career and aspirations over the years, and someone who I look up to is here today with us. So I want to acknowledge him because he came all the way from outside of Queens to be here with us, and that is former Bronx president, former candidate for mayor, and I always consider him my mayor, Freddie Ferrer. First and foremost, I stand here today with all of you, in front of all of you, letting the women know and letting the men know that I will make sure that I will win the 13th senatorial district so that we can get rid of an individual like that. He's also created a stain for the Democratic Party. He has managed to convince the Democrats to help him get elected. And then what does he do when the very important issues come on the line? He decides to jump on to the other side with the Republicans. He decides to go and work with the individuals that have never given us the time of day, that have never allowed us a place at the table. And that we have to eliminate, because I am running for the New York State Senate, for the 13th senatorial district, to be a real, true Democrat, to make sure that we stand up for the